Hi everyone, this is Beck from John Pye Real Estate, and today I am chatting about what do you do if you're a landlord and you're unhappy with your current property manager. Now I've got quite a few notes that I do want to go through, but this is actually our company John Pye Real Estate does pick up a large number of managements where landlords are actually absolutely stressed over their current situation. The management of their property is vital when it comes to an investment property. And in some situations, we hear about landlords who have had it to put up with unsatisfactory service over a very long time simply because they don't know how to change their current situation so that they can have a stress-free experience in the management of their investment property. And this really should be something of high importance. It shouldn't be a stress. Property managers are there to take that away from you. So from our experience at John Pye Real Estate, the main reasons why landlords have contacted us are for the three most common things is that their property managers are changed. So one landlord, John actually spoke to this week, had 3 different property managements in the 1 year. Another complaint that they have from other agencies is that there's a lack of communication. Another thing that we hear are tenant issues, especially when a tenant is terminated. So these are common things that we hear from the marketplace and common complaints that landlords have with other agencies after we've, when we've spoken to them. So when we receive phone calls like this from a dissatisfied landlord who's currently having their investment property managed by another company or elsewhere, we ask these really important questions. So number one, what are the issues you're facing? Number 2, have you discussed these issues with your property manager or principal of the agency who manages your property? Now, another thing, what fees do you pay? Now, we've discovered that some pay really low fees, but they receive poor service. And the old adage that you get what you pay for in property management is generally true. But it is true that some people do pay expensive fees and actually don't receive the service that they deserve. Now, our company service fees are competitive, but we have been told by both industry colleagues and also landlords who've experienced our service and also experienced other services that our management service is far superior. Now, something to consider here is what is the termination clause of your agency agreement? Usually this is 30 days, but we've come across one agency in particular, which is always 60 days and another which is always 90 days. Now, some landlords have the idea that while even their current tenant is in occupation of their investment property, they're obliged to use the agency, which found the tenant. Now, this is actually not true at all, and it's misinformation that they might believe. If there is a breach of the agreement between your agent and landlord, then it may be possible to terminate immediately. So if not, notice has to be given as per your existing agreement. Now, another thing we like to ask is what's your expectations in the management of your property? These are really important to understand. Now, the process of the change. The change to John Pye Real Estate is actually really simple. The landlord emails or delivers or posts a letter to their current agent advising the termination in accordance with their agreement. So a copy of this letter is sent to our agency. If they happen to have a 60 or 90-day agreement, then we at John Pye Real Estate will suggest that they reduce it to 30 days, in which case John Pye Real Estate will pay out the fees due to the other agencies so that the landlord is not out of pocket by paying double fees. Now, once our team, our John Pye Real Estate team, receives acknowledgement of the termination by the other company, our staff will write to the other portfolio manager or the other property manager who is focusing on your property, requesting that the tenant file is made ready for pickup on the transfer date. Now, this file will include the following, and it's really important that this file is complete. Number 1, the tenancy agreement. The tenancy application form, number 2. Number 3, copy of the bond lodgement form. Number 4, fair trading change of managing agent form completed and signed. Number 5, inspection records. So this includes ingoing report, photos, the most recent routine inspection report as well. Number 6, the tenant ledger. So we can see whether or not the tenant is paid up to date or if they are in arrears. Number 7, the current contact details, including email address and phone numbers of the tenants, because chances are on the original application there could have been a change of contact numbers, email addresses, so that's really important so that we can get in touch with the tenants. A copy of any termination notices if they've been received by the tenant, and any tribunal documents relating to current tenants. Also, number 10, landlord insurance policies. So on handover day, our property contacts the tenant regarding future rent payments and gives details as to what the process is with that. Nice and simple as well. Now, an appointment is made to view the property on the first practical occasion, and that's always in cooperation with the tenant. We always work around them in this regard. Now, usually that occurs in the first week or 2. Now, keep this in mind, there is absolutely no charges involved in a transfer of the management of your property if the tenant remains in occupancy of the property. But the most important thing to remember is that the transfer is a simple process, and we can say from experience that the landlord will experience a relief from the stress that they have previously experienced dealing with other agencies. So we hope that this has actually been helpful, and thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, you're very welcome to get in touch with us. You can do so either by typing a comment in the comments section or giving us a call on either 9476 0000, or you can call our other office on 9980 6777, and we'd be delighted to help you no matter what your question is, or if you are wanting to transfer your management of your investment property, we'd love to help. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it.